Well, this is take two of my recording because I'm not gonna get into that. All right. I'm not in a very good mood, so I was gonna go for a walk regardless, but now I'm going on a walk when I'm not in a very good mood. I was in a good mood before, but some stuff ended up happening before I left, and now I'm not in a good mood. So, yeah. Yesterday I recorded a video and I ended up deleting it, or maybe it was the day before. I don't remember which day it was. But I recorded a video and then deleted it because I tried transferring it over to my PC and I couldn't edit the video on my PC because that's where I was going to edit the video, was on PC, and I couldn't do it. So I deleted it because, I'm not going to upload it as it was. It was a 45-minute video. There was a lot of things that I would have to go and censor. People's faces, cars, the license plates and stuff, and just overall a lot of situations in the video where I was like not talking at all. There's also loud ass noises in the background in certain parts, so it's like it would have had to have been edited, and I didn't exactly prepare very well. So I'm doing a different one where I'm just showing the ground because I don't like people looking at my ugly face. And I'm aiming it at the ground a lot more than I usually would, just in case I accidentally pick up a person's license plate. I don't want to have to edit that because I won't be able to edit the video, so I also can't aim the camera at anybody. I ended up doing that at one point by accident, so there's that. There was a dog that I originally tried to go and aim the camera at because it was loose. I'm like, oh hey, a dog. And apparently I ended up getting a person in the view of the recording, so I was like, fuck. So I'm not really focusing on the recording either, where I'm looking at the ground itself. I'm like, I'm looking here, I'm not looking at the camera, or technically my phone. But anyways, I'm going for a walk, so whatever. I'm gonna talk about some of the things that I discussed in the recording that doesn't exist anymore. So one being, well, three different topics were different tournaments that I was talking about or whatever. Call of Duty is going to be happening sometime this week, maybe next week at the latest. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's a matter of a very specific streamer because he's going to be participating, and we were kind of, figuring the date of the tournament around him and his schedule because he moved. But he's actually going to be streaming tonight, so I'll bring it up with him tonight and see what happens. It's a Call of Duty Black Ops 6 tournament. 2v2, random teams, search and destroy. Winner gets $100. Well, winning team gets 100, which is split into two, which is 50-50. 50 each, yeah. And that's that. There was supposed to be another thing that I was doing, which was a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament happening in June. I'm going to talk to a couple of different people about it and see if I can switch things up to back to how I was originally going to do it. Because I was originally going to go and not include anything in the extra deck except for fusion summoning. I also wasn't going to include pendulum summoning as well, which isn't in the fusion, it's in the actual deck. But they pretty much talked me into doing it. Not really, they didn't literally talk me into it, but it was like, well, this is the kind of deck I use. They showed me, I'm like, fuck it, I'll just include it. But now I kind of want to go back to the way I was and just not give in. I only gave in because he showed me the deck and that's the main deck he uses. I'm like, oh fuck, alright, whatever. But I don't know. I should have just stuck my ground, I guess, and just said, hey, we're doing it this way. I'm not changing the rules, which at this point I'm pretty much changing the rules again. Although to be fair, he's the only one who really knows about the rule change to begin with, since I never really made an official post about it yet, which I do need to go and do that still. Which will happen eventually. I technically made a post about it on YouTube, I think, but I'll make an actual post about it at some point to give more of an official date, rules, and things like that. So, what else? That's Master Duel, by the way. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, that's the kind of term I'm referring to. Speaking of Master Duel, Magic the Gathering Arena. Just thinking about doing a tournament with that at some point. But I don't really know. That's more of just the idea that popped to my mind, but I didn't really think further on it. And I still am not thinking any further on it, to be honest. It's just the idea that popped in my head. I don't know what's going to happen next month. I'm still figuring things out in regards to stuff that happened recently this month. And I'm not sure what's going to happen. So I'm not going to guarantee something for next month until I know for sure what's going to happen this month. But yeah, things are, I don't know, things are okay, I guess. They're decent, I guess. I'll figure it out, hopefully. I haven't been posting videos Monday, which is yesterday, I think. Unless I'm just dumb and I forgot what today is. I thought yesterday was Monday, but oh no, whatever. Actually, yeah, right, Monday, yesterday. But okay, anyways, my bad. I didn't post anything yesterday. I was gone a lot of the day, I think, if I remember right. I don't remember. But I didn't have a video ready yesterday. I'm sorry. I didn't record anything either, so it's not like it's just a matter of, oh, I didn't upload it. No, I didn't even record a video yesterday. I didn't record a video today either, except for what I'm doing right now. Technically, the original video of this, which was 45 minutes long, was going to be what I would have posted yesterday. Where I just talked about things, but things didn't work out. So, and things aren't working out today either. Just kind of hoping I would go for a walk with my roommate and we would play Pokemon Go, to be honest. Because he has hotspot and I would bounce off of his hotspot while we played Pokemon Go. But he had other plans, so I'm just walking by myself. And I have no data, so I can't exactly, play Pokemon Go or whatever, and I can't stream, so this is the best that's gonna, be happening for now. Okay, I see a vehicle to my right. I'm gonna have to aim my camera to the left. Or straight down, maybe. If I rub against the microphone, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to do that. I'm really not trying to do that. Anyways, yeah, the same thing happened last time I took a walk, where towards the beginning of my walk, my chest starts to hurt. But as I keep walking, my chest no longer hurts. But right now, it's happening. I'm only almost 10 minutes into the walk and my chest is hurting. But I know if I keep going, it won't hurt as much or at all. It's weird. I don't know why it does that. But anyways, so yeah, those are pretty much the three tournaments I wanted to talk about, or bring up at least. Magic the Gathering, I guess that was the other thing I was going to bring up, not just the MTG Arena. Hello bird, hello squirrel. But I was also going to bring up how I missed going to Magic the Gathering tournaments in real life, actual cards. I can tell you right now, I would not be able to at all. I don't have any cards that are in, standard format, so I won't be able to actually do anything like that for a while. But it is something that I miss doing, so I don't know. If it's something that can be done, I know my roommate would also be interested in going. Is that a dog? Oh, 2 dogs. Oh, cute. But I know my roommate would. Sorry, I know my roommate would be interested in probably going. Because he also plays Magic the Gathering, and he has a bunch of cards. I don't know if they're tournament legal or not, but there's 2 sets that I think are legal right now, and for standard tournaments that I know of, and I think that's Foundations and Aether Drift. I might be wrong; there might be more, but for right now, I think it's just those 2. I don't remember. Regardless, I'm not getting anything from the Aether Drift booster set because fuck that. I hate vehicles. And I think if anything, I'm only going to get stuff from Foundations, unless by the time by the time I mention all this shit, a new set's coming out, which I am told. Sorry, there was a vehicle by me. I am told there's a new set coming anyway. I don't know when though, but it's Final Fantasy. I'm actually looking forward to that one a lot. Not even because of the theme, which is actually funny to be honest. I'm actually looking forward to it because of one specific card. Damn, there's like 4 different squirrels over there. I'm not going to point the camera there, but yeah, there's 4 squirrels to my left that are playing around. Anyways, but yeah, there's just a bunch of sets that I know that are supposed to be coming out, and the reason why I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy specifically is because of a cactus that has 1,000 power and trample. Yeah. Literally the only reason why I'm looking forward to that set. It's not going to be legal and standard. I'm pretty sure they're going to ban that, but I definitely want it for Commander. I'm going to have to go around because there's a person there. But, anyways, it's not going to be legal for standard, but I'll be using it for Commander. I have to walk on the grass because there's a person behind me that I was going to turn towards, and I don't want to turn towards them because I don't want them to get into the camera. And I'm having to walk between a bunch of vehicles right now, so anyways, I'm gonna walk across, I think. I could technically turn back and go towards the sidewalk since that person's not there anymore, but I'm just gonna keep moving forward. I'm not gonna turn back. More squirrels. And I can't even aim my camera there because there's a vehicle right within frame. And now about to be a second vehicle because there's one pulling up. Anyways, there still isn't a sidewalk here. Look at that. This isn't even a sidewalk. I don't know what this is, but it doesn't go very far. Oh, it's because you're intended to have a bike here. They have no sidewalks. I don't know why this state does this. They'd rather have you ride your bikes in the street than ride it on a sidewalk. It's like, at least in Iowa, they had sidewalks. Like, you could ride in the street, but, like, that was more of an optional thing. They had sidewalks everywhere. And I'm going to try not to be careful with this, but look at that. There's no sidewalk there. And I can't really show you this much. Or there's no sidewalk there. It's like, why the fuck why do they do that? It's everywhere. It's like this. It's not just certain parts. Like, the sidewalk that I was on was a dead end, and you would have to turn left or right. And left was the way I was going to go, but again, there was a person there. And if you would have kept going, there's no sidewalks. So it's like, and I know I've gone down that path before to go to the gas station, and there was no sidewalks at all for a long ass fucking time. It didn't happen for like maybe 12 different streets. And then by then you're reaching what would seem like a main road, and even on that main road there was no sidewalks. So it's like, the fuck? That shit makes zero sense. Why would you not have sidewalks? I don't know, it's weird. And then, of course, the sidewalks that they do have, a lot of them are just bricks. They aren't cement like Iowa. They're bricks. And because they're bricks, they're uneven. So it's like, you know, you definitely, I could see why they would want you to be on the sidewalk or on the road, not the sidewalks, because the sidewalks are shit and they're bumpy as hell and you could not ride your bikes worth shit. But at the same time, just make them flat, make them cement, don't make them bouncy as fuck. Like, why the fuck would you make them, you know, bricks like that? That's the only reason why I feel like they make people go on the roads, like you're required to be on the roads with a bike. It's because of how bad they made the sidewalks. But if that's the case, just replace the sidewalks with better sidewalks. But I guess no. And a lot of the bricks are like covered in grass and moss. You can't even really see the you can't even really see like the road and not the road, but the sidewalk. Sorry, there was a person behind me. I started like freaking out. Ugh, my bad. But yeah, you can't even see like the sidewalk anymore because all the grass and moss and shit. So, and it's not a matter of like this. It's not. It's just in general you can't see that because they have that shit covered up completely. And again, it's definitely not this, because you would still at least see it as you're walking. There would be a very clear indent in the ground. It's definitely not here, but like that's a sidewalk. That's an actual sidewalk too. It's not a brick one. Why aren't they all like that? Alright, I'm getting close to the main road, which means that you're going to hear a lot of vehicles. Very, very loud vehicles. So I won't talk much during that time, simply because you won't be able to hear me anyways. It's actually kind of funny. I think I'm walking faster than last time, because it's only been almost 20 minutes. With all that wind and vehicles and shit, what if this was an ASMR shit? I mean, if it was ASMR, I wouldn't be talking right now because my voice is so fucking loud and annoying, so... And I'm practically yelling a lot of the times. Especially with the fact that I'm walking towards the wind. Which was the same case last time. I was walking towards the wind. Okay, so right here, I can't really show it right now. I'll have to wait till I get closer, but the sidewalk that I ended, or the road that I passed just now, was the road that I would typically be on. And then there's Dairy Queen. I'm not gonna pan the camera because a bunch of vehicles, but yeah, there's Dairy Queen there. So it's like, it gives me a general idea of where I would be. I went ahead one street anyway, so it's just like, yeah, broke, all that shit there. But anyways, Magic the Gathering. Looking forward to it. The next, whenever that set comes out. My main focus is going to be Foundations and that set. If Foundations isn't legal anymore in Standard, I'm going to be upset because I hate Ether Drift a lot. I'm going to be on the grass for a while, by the way, because there's no sidewalks. So, just a bit of a heads up. I don't know how my camera was just now, but I hope I didn't get that vehicle in frame, because if I did, fuck. I won't know until after I go through it. What's the timestamp? 20 minutes? Okay. It's the license plate itself that I'm worried about. I hope I did not get their license plate, because if I did, I'd have to edit that shit or somehow cut it out. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Shit. There was something on the ground. I didn't know what it was, and I didn't want it to be in frame just in case. Why are there so many of those things in the ground? I don't know what they are, but anyways. I was going to say, last time it took me 45 minutes, and I don't know why. But now I'm remembering why. Because I didn't go straight back. I forgot. I went onto the college campus, and I went around the college campus for a walk. Which I'm going to be doing now, honestly. I'm actually going to wait till I get to the street thing to do it, because I'm going to have to cross, and there's a lot of vehicles. Oh shit, that's gross. There's a lot of vehicles. So I'm going to just wait until I get to the edge. But yeah, I forgot. Oh my god, there's so many vehicles in the parking lot. What the fuck? Anyways, it is Tuesday, I think. I can't check because that would require me closing the fucking recording. So, you know, if I pull up my thing so I can see what day it is, it would close the recording. So, but the reason why I was bringing that up is I'm about to run, because apparently there's no sidewalk technically here, so I would have to run across illegally, apparently. I would have to do that if they would have sidewalks. There's a red light so I can cross. Oh, there's a person there. Damn it, I didn't see that. Hello. Okay, they passed. So basically, what's gonna happen now is that sometime tonight, I need to record a video. I need to record actually a lot of videos, to be honest, but for sure, Pokemon and Baldur's Gate 3. We'll see what else. Splinter Cell. I have to start over because my shit. Some stuff ended up happening. I have to start over, basically. Actually, no. I forgot. Okay, so yeah, something did happen, basically, but what ended up happening is I had to. I deleted certain files. I was like, oh hey, there's a RAR file, there's an ISO file, there's the actual file. So I was like, okay, all I need is the actual file. Nope. Turns out my RAR, my WinRAR extracted the ISO file, which was what I actually needed, and extracted it into an actual file, which wouldn't get recognized by the PlayStation 2 thing that I was using. Because it wasn't recognized, it basically, when I deleted the RAR and the ISO file, I deleted the game itself. And I'm like, I didn't realize it until I actually went to go and do a recording for it. And I'm like, oh shit. And so I ended up having to re-download it again and extract. And then I realized, oh shit, it's the ISO file that I'm supposed to keep. So my WinRAR, when it extracted the ISO file, it also extracted the file of the ISO, and it wasn't supposed to do that. So I realized it's the ISO I was supposed to keep, and I don't know why I didn't realize that the first time, because an ISO file is literally for emulations. It's the same fucking file that gets used when I do for certain Nintendo products. I think it's for like, is it the GameCube? No, not the GameCube. The Switch, Wii U. I don't remember which one it was. The Wii maybe. I don't know. I think it's anything that has a disc requires an ISO file. I could be wrong. I'm just guessing based on the fact that I think it was the Wii. And that if that is the correct answer, then that means that it's for disc games, because the Wii and the GameCube both have discs. Where the hell am I going? I do not remember any of this, to be honest. So whatever. I'm gonna keep going. It seems like it turns left up here anyway, so I guess it'll be whatever. So yeah, but yeah, when I went to go and record it a second time, because at that point I had it reinstalled, re-extracted, all that shit, and it's like, oh, okay, cool, it works now. ISO worked, cool. I'm getting ready to record a video. I was expecting myself to have to start over. Nope. Turns out I don't have to start over. Instead, somehow my saved data saved over. Now, I think it's at that point I realized that my saved data transferred over simply because the fact that it doesn't get saved to the ISO file. It gets saved to the emulator itself. I didn't fucking know that. So Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Advance, those emulators, they don't get saved to the emulator. They get saved as a .save file, SAV. So, and it doesn't, and it's usually saved in the same location as where you pulled the game up, or the ROM up itself, unless you specifically choose otherwise, which by default it's just with the ROM itself. So wherever your ROM is at, that's where your save file gets saved. So I didn't know the PlayStation 2 was a different situation. I didn't know it gets saved directly to the file. It's the emulator itself. So, oops, my bad. Oh, my hands are swelling up right now. I'm just now realizing it. I can't bend them, my fingers, very well, because they hurt, like they're swollen. But those vehicles are so far away, I don't think it matters. Bike sign right there, read that. May use full lane. They want you to use the full fucking lane and not the sidewalk. Why does that exist? I don't know. It's so weird though. Yield to pedestrians, which is actually funny because apparently their law is that vehicles have the right of way, pedestrians don't. They aren't supposed to yield to pedestrians. And yet there's a sign there that says the complete opposite. I ended up finding it out by my roommate because I was going to go and take a test for a bike, or for vehicles, and haven't done it yet for certain reasons that involve me not having a birth certificate, which I have to pay for, and other stuff that, whatever. So I have to have proof that I am who I say I am, which required having not just a birth certificate, but what do you call it? That thing that people have. Social Security card, my bad. Brain fart. And I finally got a Social Security card, but turns out my Social Security card literally does nothing where I'm at, since they require my ID for everything, not a Social Security card, which is stupid. Sorry. There's a person that walked by. Sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, Social Security card, and it's like, why do you need my ID for everything? Back in Iowa, as long as you had some way to prove you are who you are, it works. You can get it. You can just do shit. But nope. Apparently here, that's not the case. I'm gonna walk across this because I don't know where the fuck I'm at, and I really, definitely don't need to be here. But like, so it's like a lot of different situations in regards to that. So yeah. But anyways, going back to wherever the fuck I was talking about before, I got sidetracked. Tournaments, Magic the Gathering, sometime, somewhen, somehow, hopefully next month. I just need to figure out how much it's going to cost. And once I figure out how much it's going to cost, I can kind of try to plan that, but I won't know until it happens. But as of right now, I don't want to make any 100% plans for next month, especially with how late it, or how early it is into the month it is for March. But we'll see. Magic the Gathering custom cards. I made one. It was a joke card. It came out finally recently. I got a physical copy of it now. It was meant to be a joke card though, so it wasn't meant to be anything serious. I basically don't know what's going to happen next month, as I said, but originally I had ideas like, oh, hey, I'm going to use some money to make more cards. Physical copies. I don't think so anymore, given to some things that happened today and yesterday. I'll figure it out depending on what happens, but, yeah. Sorry, my chest is hurting a lot right now. Usually by now it would have stopped hurting, but it's still hurting for some reason. Well, okay, I can't say usually, because I've only ever had this happen the last time that I walked, where my chest was hurting, and then about 5, maybe 10 minutes later, it stopped hurting, but now it's still hurting, so I'm also sweating a lot. Last time I walked, I didn't sweat at all. To be fair, I am walking a lot more distance than I did last time, which means that this recording is gonna for sure be more than 45 minutes. Because I didn't walk nearly as much as this. I didn't walk that extra street to avoid a person. I didn't, keep going on that sidewalk or whatever it was that I did, like, I walked a completely different path that was a lot more shorter than I am now. And, yeah, so like by now I should already be like leaving the campus, but I'm not, so. But yeah, so it probably will be like an hour. I don't really know for sure yet. Tomorrow, assuming tomorrow's Wednesday, I might actually do something for tomorrow in regards to recordings. I still have to do Pokemon Emerald, like I said. But whether or not tomorrow is going to be Pokemon Emerald is a different story. I have to figure that out. Friday is definitely going to be Baldur's Gate 3, though. Oh yeah, going back to Splinter Cell, my bad. I don't know why I got sidetracked on that, but Splinter Cell, I went to go and do a second recording. I'm sorry, but yeah. And the second recording didn't really work very well. I was rushing through things, and I ended up stopping partway because I was rushing things, and I got to a point where it's like I have to shoot some enemies or whatever to do, get through certain parts, and I kept dying because I was rushing it, missing all of my shots. And then it was like towards that time I realized how bad it was to really aim and shoot with that controller on PC, especially with what's supposed to be a PlayStation 2. It wasn't nearly that bad on the Xbox One. So it's like, I'm thinking to myself, wait, what the fuck's going on? Why don't I just wait until I get an Xbox One and try this shit again? But I don't really know. I need to figure it out. Struggling so much on the PlayStation 2. Unless I put like a disclaimer in the intro of each video, and then just try the PlayStation 2 version regardless. I don't know, but I hate playing games on the PC and using that Xbox One controller. I don't know why, but it's so much difficult doing games on the PC with the Xbox One controller than it is if on the actual Xbox One. Like, shit is so much easier on the Xbox One itself. I know, I don't mean aim assist. Hell, there's aim assist on PC. Even though people like to seem to think that it doesn't exist, it does. But there's a lot of people like me. I might have to take a different path, actually. I didn't realize how many people were there until I looked up. I want to avoid people right now, just because I don't want to get them in view of the camera, and I'm trying to avoid that. Which I'm not even focusing on the actual recording either, so there's that. But hopefully I didn't get anybody in the camera. If I did, oops. So anyways, I don't know. Splinter Cell's gonna have to wait until I can figure some shit out and figure out what I'm gonna do with it. It's not gonna stop. It's not definitely gonna stop. Like, I'm not gonna end it or whatever, like people think that I did with Zelda. Zelda's still happening, by the way. It's just, I need to figure out some stuff with Splinter Cell, and for now it's gonna have to wait. I tried recording a video for Red Alert 3, and that's a topic I'm not really looking forward to. You know what? I might do a Red Alert 3 recording, actually. Not tonight. Definitely not tonight. Not with how I am today. Tomorrow I might do a Red Alert 3 recording. But it won't be up this week, though. It'll definitely be next week. Yay, vehicles. Sarcasm, by the way. Oh my god, there's so many vehicles. So I definitely don't want to... You go. I'd rather not have people be holding up traffic, so... Because I know my roommate gets frustrated with, like, people holding up traffic, so I'm trying to, like, avoid doing that myself. My back is hurting a lot right now. Oops, I didn't realize my camera was out too much. So I don't want to walk unless I know for sure that people are going to like I'll make it without having people stop or slow down. My back is hurting a lot right now. I thought I gained weight. Or sorry, I thought I lost weight. My bad. Let me start over. Weight thing. I got a scale recently, and it says I weighed 190 pounds or around that. And I'm like, oh yay, I've lost pounds. The last time I had myself weighed was back last February, not the February we just had of this year, but the February from last year, okay? Because my ex-roommate was in the hospital, and while I was there, I asked if I could use their weighing machine because we don't have a scale even at the last place that I lived at in Iowa. So I had myself weighed, and I weighed 195. But to be fair, the only reason why I was weighing that much is because I hadn't eaten for so long. And then I think maybe a month later, I was at my grandma's and I weighed 205 pounds. So I gained 10 pounds within that month. That was the first and only time in a long time that I was under 200 pounds. And I was like really, really happy that I got under 200 pounds. So for a while, I was like, okay, well, no idea how much I weigh. So, being homeless for the longest time, you'd think that I would lose weight. Nope. Well, it turns out that in July, I think is what it was, or maybe August, I was at my grandma's house, or sometime around that time, and I was still over 200 pounds. In fact, I had gained weight somehow, despite me barely ever eating. 210 pounds. Not 205, 210. So I'm like, how am I gaining weight by eating less? Makes no fucking sense to me. So, so much time has gone by. I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, I'm eating more now than I did, when I was homeless. I should definitely be gaining weight. I'm 195 pounds. Well, 190 something pounds, I should say. And I'm like, what the fuck? How do I weigh so little right now? Now, that's me eating after we had gotten back from a buffet. Okay? We had just got back from a buffet. I had a package, and it was a scale that I had ordered less than a week ago. Like, that shit came fucking fast. It was on Temu. I was expecting it to be another couple weeks, but nope. It came out on the 10th. So, I scroll. But anyways, yeah. So we had just gotten back from a buffet where I ate 3 plates of pizza. Each plate had 3 slices of pizza, one of different things. It was a CC's Pizzeria, which was a buffet, and I had 1 pepperoni, I had 1 chicken Alfredo pizza, and then I had one that was more of a dessert pizza with pudding on it. It was actually really good. I had those 3 things on 3 separate plates. However, the second plate I had, I also had a brownie. And I had something else that I don't know what it was called, but it was disgusting. It was dry and it just didn't taste good. Hello, Dove. That apparently isn't scared of me for whatever reason. The third plate, I didn't finish the pepperoni because we were like, before I even finished the second pizza, my roommate was getting ready to head out. So I rushed the second pizza, took some bites of the last pizza, which was pepperoni. And then I ran out. It was taking too long. At that time, I was already starting to get full, so I couldn't really eat too much because I felt like if I did, I probably wouldn't be able to keep it down. What street am I on? Okay, I have to go this way now. But anyways, it was good pizza though. Really, really good pizza, including the brownies. The brownie was really good. Had a lot of powdered sugar on it, way too much powdered sugar, but it was still good regardless, and I liked it. Yeah, it was definitely want to go back there again. We had coupons that were $5 off for a person, or I think 2 people. I don't really know, but yeah, it was really good. And usually it's $10 from what he says, my roommate, but it turned out it was only $5 each. So, well, unless it's only $5 off for one person, I don't really know. I'm pretty sure it was 2 people, but I don't know. So, it was really good pizza though. I liked it a lot. I had no complaints about the pizza themselves. They were not dry. They were not cold. They were perfect in almost every way. Hell, even the crust was actually fucking good, despite how hard the crust was. I don't like crust when they're crunchy. So sorry, not crunch, not hard. It was crunchy. My bad. But yeah, it's not stuffed crust. Stuffed crust I always enjoyed because of how soft it is and gooey the cheese is on the inside. But it was the crust itself where you grab onto. That was hard. It was crunchy, you know. And I don't usually like pizza like that, but it was a different kind of crunchiness that you don't really get from other pizza places. And I'm like, holy shit, what the hell? That's actually the first time I was actually enjoying eating a crunchy pizza crust. Like, yeah, I don't know how they make their pizzas with CC, but damn, that shit was good. But yeah, so yeah, when we came back though from there, that's when I found the scale, and I'm like, oh shit, you know, we have a scale now. Yeah, finally, about time. It's like right after I ate three plates worth of food. So you know, the fact that I eat 3 plates of food means that if I was scaled before that, I definitely would have weighed a lot less than 190 pounds, which makes me happy and excited because that means that I have been losing weight finally. And it makes me happy knowing that I'm losing weight because I don't like being over 200 pounds. And I definitely want to go and lose weight. I also want to gain some muscle because I don't have shit for muscle. But so far, you know, it seems a lot better. I'm definitely getting better with my weight, so I'm happy about that. Now, I will, when I get back, check my weight again and see where I'm at. I am going to have to take my shoes off for the weight machine because I'm definitely not going to have my shoes on for that. But I'm not going to edit this video because I was going to if I ran into people that I actually got into frame or vehicles with a license plate. But I think I've done well enough with the camera, I think, where I don't have to worry about that. So I'll just upload this straight away. But again, I do want to check and make sure weight-wise how much I am before I end the recording. So I wish I had the key to the mailbox so I can go and check and see if my other card that I ordered came in. Ordered as in like I made a card, custom card, that I had I sent it into the website and then they turned it to an actual card, like a physical copy, which I guess when I get back I'll also show you that so you can see what I'm referring to. I didn't do pictures, which I think based on my roommate and somebody else, I'm probably going to actually start doing that. I'm going to go through a lot of the cards and give them pictures when they originally weren't going to have one. So it's like, all right, sure. My problem though is what kind of pictures. There's some cards I want very, very specific things, and I don't know. It's not like I can draw shit. So, yeah, apparently there are things I can just look up on Google and just use Google Images and find shit out. But I won't know if they're AI. And people are complaining, hey, don't use AI for your magic pictures. It's like, you're telling me to use Google as well. Like, and then the people that are telling me not to use AI images are saying, like, if you need to, just use Paint. I mean, sure, I guess I can use Paint for a lot of the shit cards, but I don't want to have to use that for every single fucking card. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but for right now, yeah, that's kind of how it's going to be. I actually have an idea of how I would probably go about it, to be honest. I could always just literally pull up Paint on my phone or on my PC, like pull the cards up themselves through Paint and edit them with images of like whatever I would draw. I could technically do that. It wouldn't be hard or as difficult. Otherwise, I'd have to find a different way where I could take the two pictures and combine them together, which would be like whatever picture I find on Google, and then the card themselves as a separate picture. So yeah, perfect timing. But anyways, I will probably do that, not this week, but next week. So I am going to go and find the scale, and I'll do that real quick. Or not, because apparently it's dead. Is it dead or... Hang on. Oops. Alright, well, never mind. I guess I won't be doing that because it's already not working, so... Where is my weight box? Right here. There you go. Card, but I can't get the weight machine right now to work. I mean, it was cheap, so probably that's why. But try and get it working some other time, and I'll make a post on YouTube about it. But alright, bye-bye.